The next step of our process is converting this grayscale stack of images we have to black and white using a process called thresholding. Here this image highlights the parts of the leaf that we are interested in, and thresholding is particularly crucial to capturing air spaces accurately. So follow the process shown and play around a little bit with the thresholding bar. The lower one is what we're interested in. Essentially, the threshold is the point before which pixels are interpreted as white and after which they are interpreted as black. And here, our most important goal is to make sure that the air spaces are black and the tissue is white. So here, as you can see, if you're a little lower than ideal, you'll notice that the air spaces are not completely outlined, and that's a good indicator that the threshold is too low. In the black and white image, that would not look like a complete airspace. At the same time, if you go too high, you'll see large red dots in solid tissue, and that's not something you want either. So as you play around with it, you'll get a good idea of what's a nice medium point. You can have dots in the bundle sheet, those will be covered up later. After applying, you'll see a black and white image. If you still have some speckles, you can get rid of those by using the despeckle feature. And that's your image. Save it as, ensure that it's binary, and save it as a TIFF type file, and then repeat the same process on the stack of phase reconstructions, and then you're ready to move to the next step. After you've completed your phase reconstruction, your phase thresholding as well, open both your thresholded files, the TIFF type files, stacks of 500 each, and what we're going to do is add these together. So go to process and select image calculator, and make sure that the images are the two ones that you have open and not adding the same thing twice. Say create a new window and say OK. You should have pretty quickly an added image. This is going to be what we will use in the auto segmentation program, and so make sure to save it as whatever the naming convention is currently. And that's great. You're now ready to move towards individual slices and segmenting those.